Hi, and welcome to my little introduction to Snap, the rather beautiful little programming language that sort of builds on the Logo language. So, for you to start, jump over to snap.berkeley.edu and you will be able to run Snap. I have signed up as a user, so I have also a cloud solution, and I have my projects here. You can see I have my project. So you can do lots of different variations. But for now, I think it's easiest for you if you took this bookmark and simply put into your bookmark browser and then press the Run Snap. You could also download it locally and use on your machine. And you can see this here. So if you go here to the corner over here, you could see that we can figure out that now we're using Snap 7.0. Whoa, the latest. And it's a good place to start because some of the features I'm going to use is actually utilizing some of the newer features from the 7 branch. So please do start from 7 and onwards if you follow me along here. Right. You could also download the source and download it, use it locally, which I often do when I'm not online. Weirdly as it may sound, it still exists. And there are also a very nice website and also, furthermore, a very nice manual where you can get the reference. It's quite long and slightly intimidating if you start out, but actually very, very nice to get you started. Yep. So, before we go into the actual snapping and blocking, and let's start about the interface. So over here you have the palette area where you have the different categories of pre-made blocks, and they are part of the script that we can build here in the scripting area here. So you can see I would be able to drag out my blocks and then generate a script. Over here I have my stage, and you can see right now I can change the stage size, and you can even go full screen if you want. Sometimes it's actually really nice to do that. And you can run, you can pause, and you can record. So it's a bit like an old VCR player that you could actually use. There are also some other ways, but let's just assume that's the way we're going to do it for now. And over here we have our sprites. We are not going actually quite a lot into sprites, but sprites are in this context more about how it looks, and we are not going to start with that. Right. So what I can do now is I can actually just go into the state where I want something to happen. And if we want something to happen, we can start in the category with the control. And control enables us to take out a hat block. And you can see the hat is sort of like closed. It is not open. It's the only, there's a little block down here. So it actually means that you can put things under it. So you can see the control group, we have lots of various options. We'll get back to all of the groups and only use them as we go along because it's a bit intimidating initially. So for now, I'm just gonna take this hat block, and that indicates when I'm clicking it, something can happen. Right. So why don't we start with the most basic that says we want to move, and I'm daring, I'm adventurous, not only 10 steps, but 100 steps. And look what happens. My little mousy dowsy pointer moves 100 steps. But you can see the problem is my stage is not that big. So once I've done it a few times, my turtle is actually gone. So all good, all fine. Let's do something else. So what I want to do is that I want when I start something, I want to say go to 0.0. So when I click again, you can see my turtle returns to the center because the center is 0.0. So we have an axis here in the middle this way, and we have an axis in the middle that way. We have some quadrants with coordinates, and we can always get more into that. But for now, I just want to make sure that before I start moving my 100 steps, that I am going back. But as you can see, there was no line drawn. So what I need to do for me to actually see my line is that I need to put my virtual pen down. So I'm gonna put it here, and you can see when I move and insert new blocks, you can see you get this nice little pointer that will actually show you where it lands. And I could now say that I wanted my pen down. So I click it, and you can see, whoa, I get a line. Yay! So this is our first 100 steps. And yeah.